Hello, I'm Russell with Thomann. We're here today, special at Markbass, the center of where all the Markbass products come from. Super excited to be here. I'm here with the founder, Marco De Virgiliis.
Yes.
And we're gonna discuss some how he got started and just all the cool stuff that is around here. We're in. Tell us where we are now.
Now we're in Pescara. This is my company, and in the center of Abruzzo, in the center of Italy.
So we were talking a little bit earlier about some of the core values of this company. I see like everything around here is like really relaxed. Looks more like a living room than an office.
Yeah. This was my idea when I started to make the company, especially this company's new building. For me, the idea is that the company must be for the people, not the people for the company. I really enjoy my place because you can see I have my instrument, all I like is here. So for me, it's not a job. It's not a work. It's my hobby, my dream, my work, all in one.
How did you get into bass amps, instruments?
Was in love with the bass when we was starting with the band. The first note of the bass is really always it's nice. It's good for heart. And at this time there was coming many new technique, many like slap, like 6 strings. There is much more. It was changing the bass after Jaco, and after many people was changing a lot. I started to make bass amps, but it was very hard. Was very hard because I was not really prepared for the market, for the company, especially for the administration and the economy. I was always in my car, my very old car in tour in Italy, and I started to make some prototype. I had always some engineer that worked with me. The engineer that now is still with me, and we worked together. Then I started to work with the neodymium very fast. Neodymium for many company was thinking that neodymium was the future. I started in very hard way with Markbass because I like to have a name that was more international. Yeah. And Markbass was very important for me because from the first year we had a very nice result.
We noticed this award over here that the region. Can you tell us a little bit about the crisis and your business ethic, or how you managed to get through that?
It's because we was going really well. You know that in 2009 started a very big crisis. In Italy was much more strong than in other Europe. And so it was very hard for me also to have the components, the parts to make amplifier, especially wood, especially electronics part, because in Italy the material arrived after China, after Germany, after US, so it was very hard to have the material. So I decided to change some and to go to make my amps in Indonesia. And it was very hard for me, very hard decision, because we feel for the quality that is very important. So I try to develop a new kind of business. So in no many words, in some years we went to make the material in Indonesia, but you have seen this. We recheck here all single components we received.
Yeah, it's so basically you exported a part of your process to Indonesia so that you could maintain. That's pretty smart to like still have the quality, but to reduce costs from material. Yeah. I'm excited about this multi-amp.
Yes, we are very proud of this because we are working on the multi-amp. We have around 10, 12 engineers that is working because there is like a PC, a computer inside. It's the only product that is so big, powerful, and is amazing. We are introducing this during the next NAMM show.
Cool. Okay.
And there will be a big news, exciting for me.
Well, I'm super excited about it also.
We also during the next time show we will have some new entry that is the bass from Richard Bona signature, some other bass has some guitar for another guy that is very important in the market.
I feel like you get that question all the time, probably. What's it like working with such
Yeah,
great
it's
artists?
very nice because we use endorsement for is very important things. So I like to work very close to the musician, especially with guys that like Marcus, Richard, Alain Caron, Greg, and Eric Gales, for example. With this guy, I really worked very close to define one product is good for him, for his music, because he feel really like a signature product. But it's good also for the brand, for the market, because what the people needs. Sometimes there is some product is good for musician, but it's not good for the market, for other musician. And I'm much more interested on the product, to the product that the people can use.
Yeah.
You can share with other musicians. So it's not it's so specific, but is what musician needs really.
Were there some artists who approached you with like a crazy idea that you were like, oh, we'd love to, but...
Yes, sometimes there's some crazy idea. Crazy is not the right word. For example, some guys asked me to make an amplifier for bass that has 10 parameters, I don't know, 2 gain. So for me, to be simple is very important.
Do you have any new artists that are coming on board soon?
The last was Joe Dart. Now we have many requests, but naturally we have so many big artists that it's very hard to take over. Also because we have a special relation with artists. We like to follow him very well, because the professionals is like to have a collaboration with you. At the same time, he needs to play all evening in all the world. And so for me, it's very important. I like to share idea with Marcus. It's so nice when he write me in the night, sometime with Richard, with Eric, and we share all idea. We share, for example, some new products. Marcus asked me last week to make a very nice preamplifier with digital output, because now it's very important the bass player can work at home, can work in the studio with his sound. And so we are starting, probably we introduce it during the next NAMM show. Because I think it's a good idea today that all people works at home, to have your sound, with the digital output. It's simple things, but useful for artists.
And when you say that you follow artists closely, like, do you send people to their shows, or do you?
I have 2 guys that work, one for bass, one for guitar, that normally is in touch with the guys. We organize when he has the tour. We organize the tour before. We are in 60 countries now, so we organize with all distributors. Because we need to be sure that he can use the amps and the brand image. When you have in tour, especially in the summer time, also in this moment, for example, you have 5, 6, 10 artists around the world. It's very hard work.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I need to see that my people work really well on this. And then when there's some problem, I'm always here, because my people knows, and also my artists, if there is some problem, I'm here to solve.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for meeting with us, telling us a bit about the company. We're gonna take a look around and talk to some more engineers and get some shots in.
Okay.
But we really appreciate you meeting with us.
Thank you. Thank you.